Welcome to the Melanin Reset, the podcast where we dive deeply into current events, politics, religion, spirituality, and all the critical topics that demand our attention from a melanated perspective. I'm your host, Valarie Winn, and our mission here is to foster a mindset that shapes our perceptions, interpretations, and responses to issues affecting African Americans, our experiences in the United States, and the global African diaspora. This podcast is dedicated to understanding and celebrating the complex relationships between our African heritage, American identity, and the broader Black experience. So, before we dive in, let me formally introduce myself. Some know me as the Renaissance Sister, the Sun-Kissed Goddess, and the Melanin Reset Queen. My friends often call me the realest because they say I'm the realest homegirl that you'll ever meet. My husband lovingly refers to me as his black hummingbird because, like a hummingbird, I vibrate high and possess the intellect and energy that is both vibrant and inspiring. I've spent years as an educator, a professional photographer, a vocal political critic, and social justice advocate. I passionately love my people and strive to make us aware of our identity and issues that affect us. Like Issa Rae said, I'm rooting for everybody Black. I share in our joys and sorrows. I share in our successes and setbacks and our collective empowerment as African Americans and the African diaspora. As James Brown proudly proclaimed, I'm Black and I'm proud. So what does the Melanin Reset cover? Let's break it down. Number one, it covers from the ratchet to the intellectual. We explore the full spectrum of Black culture, from the raw and unfiltered to the highly intellectual and sophisticated. Number two, we look at the African American culture and race. We dive into the nuances of African American culture and the complex dynamics of race. Number three, we look at the African ethnicity and the African diaspora. We celebrate our African roots, our indigenous roots, and discuss the experiences of the African diaspora worldwide. Number four, we look at man-made religion to African spirituality. We examine the impact of traditional religions and the resurgence of African spirituality. Number five, we look at current events to Black History 365. We provide ongoing commentary on current events and ensure that Black history is recognized and celebrated year-round. Number six, we look at politics to governmental systems and their impact on our lives. We analyze how political decisions and governmental systems affect our daily lives. And number seven, we look at everything that affects our culture and our influence on the world. We discuss the countless ways in which our culture shapes and is shaped by the world. Have you seen the meme that says nothing moves without Black culture? It's true. Without the contributions of the global majority, life will be dull and uninspired. Being Black in America can be challenging, but it is also incredibly vibrant and dynamic. We sprinkle magic daily, and it's time to recognize, celebrate, and respect that magic. It is time for us to reclaim our narratives by resetting them. We are often labeled as strong people, capable of enduring anything. While that may be true, there's much more beneath the surface. The dictionary defines strong in numerous ways, from physical power to moral and intellectual strength, from great resources to being striking or superior in kind. We are rich in melanin, vibrant in color, and powerful in presence. Our strength is multifaceted and deeply rooted. Words have power, and this narrative of strength speaks to our untapped potential. We are at an inflection point where we must decide to no longer sit complacent. Ignorance is no longer an excuse in the age of information. We have the tools, the knowledge, and the collective power to make a change. We must support and encourage each other through this journey of evolution, revolution, and growth. In order to reverse being brainwashed, purposely miseducated, and misinformed, we must ring the alarm by teaching and speaking the truth. We must proudly bask in our blackness. We must know who we are and be proud of who we are. The moment is now. It is time for the Melanin Reset. We are facing the election of our lives. Right now, we must collectively rise to the occasion to save our country and our democracy as we know it. We understand that we must participate in the civil process of elections by exercising our rights to vote. We also understand we vote to retain the rights that we've earned with the possibility of change. We play chess, not checkers. We are strategic with our vote, and collectively we have power. If that were not so, there would not be an effort to stop us from casting ballots. We understand that change comes from policies, and policies are written by those who are elected to serve in office. Collectively, we have the power to elect who will serve us at the local level, at the county level, at the state level, and who serves us at the national level. We understand that we are not merely voting for a president, but we're voting for an administration. We understand that to ensure a separation of powers and a system of checks and balances, the U.S. federal government is made up of three branches of government: the executive branch, the legislative branch, and the judicial branch. And right now, the judicial branch is in the process of taking away the rights that our ancestors fought, bled, and died for away from us. So with that said, join me weekly for a new episode. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Also, click the tiny bell to be notified of new episodes. You can watch the visual podcast on YouTube, and you can find the audio version on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, iHeart, and other podcast streaming platforms. Thank you for joining me. It is always a pleasure. This has been the realest homegirl, Valarie Winn, and I will talk to you all on the next Melanin Reset episode. Y'all be good.